Hi everyone, I wanted to take a few moments and talk about my Zoom R16 Multitrack digital recorder. This is a piece of gear that I recently purchased for various applications that I've been doing as far as recording audio and music and video. And I did do quite a bit of research before I purchased this. And I'm really glad that I did, because that was a big influence on my decision. So I wanted to share my thoughts and opinions about what I do like, what I don't like, and hopefully some of this will help you in your decision also. Now, Zoom has been around for quite a while. Anyone who is a musician or has familiarity with audio equipment should recognize that name. They've been making guitar effects and recording equipment and live recording capable pieces of gear for quite a while. So a lot of that technology has gone into their multi-track recorders over the years, and this is no exception. This is a great piece of gear, and a couple of things that I'd like to point out on it. First of all is the material itself is a high-grade plastic. As you can see, it's very durable, but it's definitely something that you don't want to throw around a lot. But as long as you're using it in a small environment, home studio environment, or somewhere where you're not going to be subjecting it to a lot of wear and tear, I think this would be pretty suitable for a lot of needs. One thing I do like about it is the size of it. It's about the size of a laptop and should fit in a backpack or a small carrying bag. It's very portable, very versatile, and for that reason it's a very useful tool also. We'll say that this has 8 channels, but of course if you look, you'll see each one of these are labeled. For instance, you have 1, 9, 2, 10, 3, 11. This basically means that you can record up to 8 mono tracks and dump those, and then go back and record 9 through 16, or I should say an additional 8 tracks, for a total of 16 digital tracks. Now this does record on an SD card that goes in the side here. You can see here, you just plug it in there. It also has a USB output for like a flash drive if you want to export your sound files or WAV files onto that, you can. And then also a USB plug that you plug into your laptop, or a power source for powering the unit. Plugging it into the laptop will allow you to use this as a controller for your software recording. So essentially, if you were using a software like Pro Tools or Reaper or Cubase, and you pull up a fader or a slider here on the unit, it will pull that up in your recording software. Also, the transport section here, which is your play, video, record, and whatnot, that will actually control the aspects of your DAW, your recording software also. This is really good in the fact that it works great as an audio interface also, so you're not just limited to recording into the internal memory. You can actually plug this into your laptop and record 8 tracks into the unit, up to 8 tracks simultaneously in mono, or 4 stereo tracks. So it really is great for a small home recording studio or live recording capability. I have used this in that setting and it really works superb. One nice feature also, if you notice here, this particular unit has built-in phantom power, which means that you can power condenser microphones on channels 5 and 6 by turning on that switch. That will allow you to record using condenser microphones on 2 channels here. Also, it has an internal microphone, which when this is on, it will allow you to use the 2 onboard internal microphones. This is a good feature to have if you're a songwriter or just need to jot down an idea. I want to tell you that if you do get too close using that, they have a tendency to distort. And using an external microphone plugged into the unit is always going to be, in my opinion, a better option for recording your sound. Another nice feature about this unit, of course, is the headphone output here. It has a level, which is kind of nice, and also an output for your, like if you're hooking up to stereos or to stereo speakers or reference monitors or whatever, you've got a level control for both the output and the headphone. Now, I've already said that, of course, you can plug this into your DAW or your computer and power it through the USB, but also you have the ability to plug this into your to a power supply, which is actually included, which you have right here, of course. That just plugs into the jack there, and you can power it in the wall. And one other nice feature I like about this, if you notice here, it actually will run off 6 AA batteries. They go right there. So that makes it very nice if you do not have a external power source. So if you're out somewhere in a field and recording a video and you need a way to capture audio with microphones, this will not only run off battery power, but it will power condenser microphones. So I think you can get up to 40 minutes using a battery, using batteries for that. And that's a superb feature to have, in my opinion. Another nice thing that Zoom has built into this unit. Do want to say that when you are using this as a unit to record onto the SD card, once you've recorded your wave tracks on the SD card, you can actually plug those into a laptop and import those separately as a single channel mono wave tracks. Of course, if you're going into your DAW, then you can go and edit them and sync them, and this makes it a very versatile machine. And I really can't say a lot of bad things about it, other than, you know, of course, the cosmetics of the plastic are one thing that I would think they, maybe if they're going to upgrade it, might want to think about putting a metal casing on it. But honestly, that's just me being nitpicky. So far, I've really enjoyed this unit, and I hope this will help you in your decision on maybe thinking about purchasing this. There's also a R8, which is kind of the little brother to this, which has a lot of the features that this one does have. It only has 2 XLR inputs as opposed to the 8 on this unit, so you can only record 2 tracks at a time. But that's a pretty versatile little machine also. And then you have a larger unit to this called the R24, which is the same 8-track input, but instead of only having 16 tracks, you can record up to 24 tracks. And it also has built-in drum pads, so you can actually use it as a drum machine because that has that in there. This unit also, with the USB, you can plug this into another R16 or another R24 and double your tracks. So even though you've only got 8 tracks at once recording time, if you invest the money in another machine, you can actually double it to 16 tracks or possibly 24 tracks, depending on which unit you actually purchase to go along with it. As I said earlier, Zoom is a really good company known for guitar effects for musicians, and a lot of those features are built into this unit. So if you're a guitar player, this might be your way to go, simply because it has a lot of distortion effects, clean channel effects, also has a built-in metronome and a built-in tuner. So again, if you're really thinking about purchasing a home studio multi-track type setup, I would encourage you to get this because it does so many different things, but it's not just confined to home recording. You can also use it as a very capable way to record your live band rehearsals or live music. And also, if you're a videographer, you can take this into a field and plug in some microphones and record audio for your films and videos. So I hope you find this informative, but more importantly, I hope this has helped you in your decision about possibly purchasing a Zoom product. I encourage you very highly to look on their website, and of course there's tons of other videos out on YouTube and on the internet. So I want to say thanks for watching the video, and hope you have a great day.